Let's jump right into it. I want to start with Atlanta housewives. Okay, so where should we start? What about Kenya's birthday party? Or should we start from the beginning because it's only been 2 episodes?
The beginning with Marlo getting her peach, and when she did that event.
But okay, so this channel right now is called Voices of Reality because I kind of want to do reality voices of reality. So I call it that. I'm gonna send you the link, but I appreciate you bout it, and you came on tonight. Wait, did you see the little icon I got up there?
Yeah, that's me.
It's little. It's little, but yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
Let's jump right into it. I want to start with Atlanta housewives.
The beginning with Marlo getting her peach, and when she did that event for her fashions. That was the first episode.
You wasn't feeling it?
I liked the fashions, but I too was under my main thing was like, what did Marlo do? Where did she get all her money from? That's what I need to understand. Is she in real estate? Is she still sleeping with old white men? What does this woman do? Like,
we don't know.
Like $40,000.
Yeah.
And the high fashion she has, where is she getting all the stuff?
No,
from?
but she did say it. It's always vague though, so that's why I don't remember. But she did say it a couple of times. She said, I forgot. I don't even remember because it's always vague, like the Tommy situation with Martin.
Yeah, you ain't got
like
no
it's always vague.
Well, on previous episodes, she mentioned she dated a wealthy old white billionaire. Not millionaire, but billionaire. So she said that she's dated him. He brought her all the stuff. So I'm thinking maybe she invested in real estate. But still, all those stuff she has, I'm like, oh my God. And she has a wig line. And she has this new business where she has celebrities or reality stars renting her fashions, which I don't understand because my thought process is you have people renting your fashions. I got it. But everyone's a different size. So are they altering the clothes?
I was just going to say that. Like, I'm trying to figure out, and then you sweating, like, what? I don't understand, like, and how much of it is. You got to have, like, a huge amount of, like, the inventory that's coming in, going out. Like,
I don't get it. I understand the renting part, but when I go on her IG, like Tammy Roman, she was styling for her. I understand if Marlo was a stylist because her fashions is top notch. I get it. But you're renting your own clothes to these so-called reality stars who act like they could actually afford these fashions, but you're renting it to them and they have to return to you. But you know how these women in Hollywood got fake butts, fake boobs, fake everything. They need alterations, a lot of clothes. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to. But that's why she said, I guess that's where it comes into it. Remember when she was at the party, Kenya's daughter's party, and she's like, well, we have to approve you. So maybe she gets into that before the approval.
Maybe that's part of the approval, your measurements and your inches.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, let me see your measurements and let me see if you're worth it and if you're going to promote me. Like maybe if it's like somebody like Kim Kardashian, she's a superstar.
Stuff. She ain't wearing renting.
I know she ain't, because she can go buy that and wear it for the day. She don't need to rent. And they pay her to wear shit. So
exactly. So I know it's reality stars that's renting fashions, but what it possibly could make some sense is if she's renting it when they're doing photo shoots, because then you could pin it a certain way, you could snatch it a certain way, unless she's renting for fashions like photo shoots. But I don't know how long that business is gonna last. Then she got a wig line, and I'm thinking you got a wig line, but you heard that she had surgery for edges.
I was just getting ready to say that, the edge surgery. So, and then you know what I don't understand? If you got surgery for the edge control, doesn't like your co-star before they had the falling out, like why wouldn't you go to Kenya for Kenya's hair care? Like before they had the falling out, she got the wig surgery. They were still friends. Like if you had edge controls, you know, merchandise products, and I don't have no edges, wouldn't I go to you first to promote your line? Like, oh my God, Farrah's edge control grew my edges.
Let's talk about Kenya and her hair product. Let's go back. Now, Kenya had beautiful hair to begin with. Now, what the hell she was using on her hair before that, we don't know. I never brought Kenya's products because I want to see a bald-headed chick with no edges create a hair product and get
That's what Kenya. I mean, that's what Didi said.
You start out with gorgeous hair, so I'm not gonna buy your products that you invented saying now it helps with edges because Kenya wasn't using her hair products all those years. I don't think so. She just now started.
No, but she could have been using them and then she packaged it. You know, you could be using like olive oil or whatever you use in.
Maybe, but
and then she packaged it.
I don't know. I follow Kenya on IG, and sometimes I see her wearing wigs and everything else, which is fine. She has gorgeous hair to begin with. But Marlo is always wearing wigs. I don't remember ever seeing Marlo's. Oh, there was an episode way back because I've been watching this since season 1.
Me too.
There was an episode when Nene at the time said she wanted to have an event when everybody come with their own hair, no wigs and no makeup. Remember that episode?
Yes.
Marlo did come, but she had her edges covered. Like she had her hairstyle coming a certain way where you could kind of see her edges wasn't the best. But Marlo, you spent $1,000 on your edges. Why are you wearing wigs this season now? I would think you would promote and want to show the
No, but I think it's for the baby hairs. Because if you don't got edges, I listen. I don't know. Maybe the baby hairs. If you don't have edges, you can't make baby hairs. Maybe with the wigs, you still need. Don't you need like something to blend it in the front? You need this part.
I don't know. You see, with wigs and edges and stuff, I don't do that. I just started wearing wigs. I wear wigs where I could throw it on my head like a hat. I'm not into the whole edges and stuff like that because but
I think the lace fronts and the ones that look, I think you need the edges for the lace front, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know either.
But I noticed that some people use the wigs for the edges.
Oh yeah, that's true too. I did see that on YouTube. Yeah, when they cut the baby hairs and they lay it down. Okay, yeah, you're right.
And it don't look good to me. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes so. But my whole thing is, Marlo went on national whatever, social media, mentioning she did this edge surgery. Why? No one needs to know that unless she did it for free and she was promoting this doctor who did the surgery. Yeah. You come on the show. I'm thinking this is an opportunity to show everybody edges. She's still wearing wigs.
Yeah, it must be an insecurity issue. And I don't understand why she didn't promote Kenya's edge control or whatever, edge, whatever, more edges or whatever she calls it, more edges.
I mean, I understand why she didn't because her and Kenya had history for a long time.
No, but before that, they was cool. They was cool from before she went, they had the falling out now, but while she was going to get the surgery, they was friends.
I know that, but you remember that Marlo had an event when she had a wig and Kenya didn't support her. She had the whole band show up to Marlo's event saying, Kenya, more
but they reconciled since then. Yes, but they reconciled since then. And now she got the surgery. I don't know. To me, I just think it's kind of like, how you got somebody on the cast that has edge control or more edges, and you're going to get edge surgery, like edges surgery.
Well, it could be that her edges were so bad that it had to be surgery. Like there was nothing that could
be done. If me and you was on a show, I'll be like, listen, Farrah, I don't care what kind of surgery you get later. Here's my edge control. Just promote this. Say you got this. This is what caused you to get the more edges. I would not. I don't know. To me, it's just like, dang, that was such a great business opportunity for Kenya.
But think of who you're talking about, Kenya. Think of who you're talking about. Kenya is the type of person that she would throw that Marlo's face every opportunity. Look at it. It was because of me you got edges. She would throw it on her face all the time. If I was in Marlo's situation, because look at them now. They're not getting along. Kenya throws shade. Couldn't you imagine if she had anything to do with Marlo having edges? Or if it was for me, you'd be bald-headed. She'll be throwing that in her face all the time. So Marlo did the right thing, going to somebody else, going and getting surgery because Kenya would have been throwing it in her face all the time. And it probably would have been bad business because if the edge control that Kenya has did not work for Marlo, Marlo would have thrown that in her face. Like, oh, your edge control did not work, and now I had to go get surgery. So I think it would have been bad business if she got involved with Kenya's product.
That's true too. Maybe, yeah. I guess you got to take those precautions beforehand before you get your business and you get into bad business trying to get good business.
Yeah. So I think the surgery was the best option for her. I was hoping that they were going to show that on the show. I was waiting to see her go through the surgery process because I saw a picture on Instagram where her whole head was swollen. So I'm assuming now she did the surgery months before the show because they didn't air that part. They didn't show that, which I wanted to really see. But I'm very happy Marlo has her peach. I think to me she was part of the cast anyway without the peach. She was on every season.
I think so, and that's what Andy was saying. I don't know. Do you watch the after shows with Andy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think he said something about like it was kind of like they still get paid along the same lines, but I think she made like a gay comment, like something about gays, from what I understand, and I think that's what made it harder for her to get the peach. Really? I don't remember which one it was, but I think she made a comment when she was fighting with, I forgot who it was, but she made like a comment about transgenders.
Really? Really? But they kept on the show? Then what's the point? You might as well have taken her off the show if you felt
you do, but it's like you still need her. I get what they're doing. It's like you kind of need her because you like that energy, but you don't want to give her the full because of let her simmer and punish her. And so she recognized, and I think she apologized or whatever. From what I gotta go back to that, but I remember I heard that a while ago.
Oh, I never knew. So what do you think of the new cast? Like with Drew, the other woman who's been in the Olympics. We have Kandi now.
What's her name? Sonia. Sonia.
And then we have Sheree back.
I love Sheree. I love Sheree.
I like Sheree. I've grown to like her. I'm still wondering also, what does she do? Like, you see that house, like, what is Sheree doing? What is her business? She by Sheree went dub. Like, what is going on with Sheree? What do ththese women do in Atlanta? Because I need to move to Atlanta.
I know they're not. It's called housewives, and like majority of them aren't housewives.
None of them. But Kandi's the only. Well, Kandi, Drew, and the new one, they're all married.
Yeah,
dating the next con.
I think with Sheree, I do like her personality because I think she's like along like same lines as Phaedra. Like they have those good snapbacks. They don't let no one some of them be such pushovers. Like it's like, okay, they're not bringing a drama. They're not bringing an energy that matches the other person. They kind of get swallowed.
Yes, I like Sheree. I like her also. I think she's good for this season. Drew, I'm not really feeling Drew. What do you think of Drew?
Part of me feel like, is that a made-up storyline with her and her husband? Like,
I don't think so because she cries too damn much. That man is terrible. Good looking, but terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a made-up storyline because I could see the emotions. I don't think she's that good of an actress to play it off. To be honest, I mean,
the stuff that she tolerates, I can't imagine.
Low self-esteem. The woman has low self-esteem. True. You heard she had surgery too, right? She had a mommy makeover. Because
do what though? I don't see.
Okay, so last season, let's talk. Last season now, Kenya made a lot of comments about her body. You know, she had a baby. I don't know if she
Kenya got her all the way together
about her body. And let's be honest,
she improved after that. You remember the bad wig she was wearing?
Oh my gosh, she was terrible. I mean, a lot of times that happens to them when they first start out, but come on now. Come on. That it was beyond her.
But at least they all be looking terrible. But if I know I'm going to cast and they all got it put together, they wearing Chanel, they wearing this and that. Trust and believe I'm not coming with some Dollar General stuff. Like I'm gonna come, I'm gonna bring it.
So she didn't bring last year, but Kenya was making comments about her weight and her shape. I think she referred to it as SpongeBob or something. Now, let's be clear. We all saw Drew's shape. There was a time where she did a confessional. Let's just say the outfit she was wearing was not flattering. So Kenya constantly made comments about her shape. And I read somewhere that she was very insecure and she had like I think she either had a tummy tuck and had some liposuction done. So her shape is a little bit better this season. But Drew is insecure. From the first time she met her husband, when he mentioned he went away somewhere for a couple of days and he didn't tell her where he was, and she accepted that, the man is probably cheating on her. But this season is even juicy because they made the allegations that he's probably gay.
I think, okay, wait, let me start from the beginning. When they at the birthday party, Kenya's daughter's birthday party.
When Drew mentioned that this assistant is talking about Sheree's not paying him.
Yes, that part. So she said that the assistant's not paying. She's not paying her assistant, whatever. She's bringing it to Sheree. Now Sheree kind of ricochets it back to her and be like, "Oh, the same assistant said your husband is gay."
No, it wasn't Sheree who said it. It was Sheree's friend who made that comment. Yes, girl. So what happened was,
I see no friend. They was
another woman. It was another woman that was like, "Oh, is it the same assistant?" So there was another woman who made that comment.
Yeah, you're right, because you hear the voices, but the camera doesn't pan to them, I don't think.
Yeah, it was real quick. And then Drew and the woman were going back at it. Because she's like, "Oh, is that the same assistant that said that your husband was gay?"
Yes.
So Sheree didn't bring that up. The friend of Sheree brought that up to Drew, and then Drew and that friend was going at it. But the whole not paying your assistant was petty to me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't, because then they start showing all these articles of her not paying stuff. But like Sheree said, if you and I are cool, supposedly, why didn't you call me and be like, "Oh, my assistant, which was your assistant, is talking trash about it"?
No, but they're not that cool. Remember, she said like they're not that cool. What Sheree was saying, Kandi should have called her, because Kandi was the one that got the information first.
Yeah, then Kandi was wrong.
So Kandi definitely messed up in that situation, because she should have came to her instead of carrying it to someone else. Kandi should have kept her mouth shut until it was like people. Yeah, Kandi, I was expecting more from her. She shouldn't have did that. But I didn't understand why Drew. I don't understand why people get so mad when you kind of like when they say, "Oh, you hitting below the belt. Oh, you don't bring up family, my husband, my this, that." Like, you're saying that I don't pay people. So when you say to me, like, I'm financially messy or whatever, like, she's coming to Sheree saying she's financially messy. So if you coming to me saying I'm financially messy, everything, your husband, I don't care.
That is way different. That's different. You're not paying your bills, and it's been known that you haven't paid your bill, and talk about somebody's husband being gay.
No.
You're talking about somebody's man.
So what?
Gay compared to, "Oh, you're not paying your bills."
Listen, no, Farrah, me and you have beef, and you come to me, and you and you be like, "Oh, you don't pay your bills or whatever." And let's say I have information that your husband is gay. Why would I keep that? I'm not gonna bring that energy. You talking about I'm not paying bills. That's my business. Like you trying to discredit me, and I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm gonna do later with my house. What type of other business transactions I'm gonna have? I'm sorry. I'm bringing. If I know information,
I have to give that to Sheree. She didn't mention it. The friend mentioned it. Sheree didn't mention anything about her husband being gay.
Oh my God. I would have threw that out there quick.
So, and it was type of like confusion because Drew acted like she didn't know what the girlfriend said. Like, oh, because she went at the girl back and forth, and then Kandi and Kenya was like, "Did you hear what she said about your husband?" She's like, "I didn't hear what she said. She said your husband is gay." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "You're arguing with this woman, but you didn't hear what she said about your husband?" Like, that part was so stupid. I think Drew did hear what she said.
She probably did, but you don't want to address it like, "Oh my God, that's too much. Let me just act like I didn't hear."
And I'm surprised if he is. Atlanta, there's a lot of people in D. I'm not surprised. When they said, I said, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. And it's like that hidden secret that's now
That's
out.
true.
Because when rumors start, but let's talk about Kandi. Kandi needs to get off that reality show and stick to her Kandi game.
I don't think so.
Okay, this is my opinion. Kandi and Todd apparently looks like they have a great marriage. All of a sudden now, do you see how they start saying, well, we don't know what Todd could be doing. They're headed to a divorce party like every other reality show. Why all of a sudden they talk about infidelity within their marriage? Not Kandi's talking about it. Other people in the cast is talking about infidelity.
Really? Wait, see that part? Who's talking about that?
The next episode coming up, someone makes a comment about Todd.
Really? Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. I'm looking forward to that then. I didn't hear that part. I was my Cleo vibe went up when they was talking about he got an apartment or condo in Jersey. Would you be okay with your husband having a place somewhere else just to hang out with the boy? No, to hang out with the boy.
Why? You're not the boys, and you're not giving him any. They mention it, and then what? And then another thing, women talk too much. Why are you national television talking about not giving your man any sex? Why would you do that? She went on the, oh yeah, well, I haven't been doing it like this anymore with Todd. First of all, Todd made a comment about not getting him from Kandi. She mentioned their sex life is not the same. You know what that says to these hot ass women in Atlanta? Oh,
that's true. But no, if you trust your man, no, if you secure within yourself, I might say that too. Like I would feel like if he ain't going nowhere, I don't believe Todd is going anywhere. So I don't know how Kandi feels, and she might be thinking too. My man ain't doing nothing. Like he's good. Like
the dumb ones that their men are doing something. You'll be
true.
that idiot. You'll be that idiot. Oh my man. No. First of all, Todd now has a come up. Every woman's after Todd now because he's with Kandi.
Yes, right.
He got money. He's no longer just a producer. He's doing his thing due to Kandi and whatever else he's doing. You now telling women, I'm not fulfilling my man's needs as much as I used to. Hello. When they see Todd in Jersey hanging out with the boys.
Oh my God, that's true.
Oh, and not bold. Oh, your wife ain't doing it like she used to. So why would you put that out there? I mean, I personally would not put my personal business of me not satisfying my man out on national television. But again, hey, but the whole apartment was like, an apartment in Jersey, I would question, but the whole story is it was an apartment with his ex-girlfriend or ex-wife.
Yeah, that's even worse. Like you need to sell that. We got money here. Like, why are you holding on to a condo at that? It's not like it's some kind of like big estate where it's like extravagant. Like it's a condo. And you're with somebody like Kandi.
There's memories of them having sex in that condo.
Yeah, and you saving it because I didn't get that part. Like that part didn't sit well with me. I was like, you got a whole nother apartment. First of all, it was like the double whammy. You got a whole nother apartment. To me, that's a bad thing. Not only did you got a whole nother apartment, it was an apartment you used to share with your ex.
And you go there to hang out with the boys.
Yeah,
you know what I noticed about Kandi? She's passive aggressive. I noticed certain things because if I watch Kandi and the Gang, you watch that? I saw a couple episodes. That episode, that show, I think is the show Kandi needs to be in. There's not gonna be much drama. It's focused on.
It's good. It's getting bad ratings. Is it good?
It's okay. I mean, I just watched it because they're running the restaurant. It's something to watch.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as exciting as the Atlanta Housewives, obviously.
Yeah.
But you, at this point, I feel Kandi is in a show where a lot of the women there are not in happy marriages, looking for drama, and are haters on the DL.
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in a show now with a bunch of catty women to a point where one of them now, I wasn't sure who, is implying that your husband may be cheating. Because let's be honest now. We watch the show for entertainment. Do these women really have storylines? What is Kandi's storyline at this point?
I don't understand why she keep getting shows though. Like I get what Nene's saying as far as her lawsuit or whatever, but I wouldn't bring it out like that the way Nene's doing it. But why are they giving Kandi like all of these shows that to me she must be, I don't know, it don't seem like it would be getting a lot of ratings. Like why her? The shows seem kind of boring to me.
Businesses. So the Kandi and the Gang shows about what it's kind of like something similar to Lisa Vanderpump show. So
but I don't think she's getting that many. I think it's a flop. I don't know. I heard that it's not getting that many. Like,
it's okay. I mean, this is to me with her, Kandi, and the Gang Show. Why? And I'm gonna be honest. I mean, if anybody can make comments, they may not like what I have to say. The cast for me is, I think, who predominantly watch these shows are women. They have maybe 1, 2 attractive looking men in there. They're gay.
They are.
There was one
Wait,
guy.
what about the other men that's not gay? What about the other men that's not gay on there?
Who's not gay on the show? I'm trying to think. One guy, which is her cousin. It's kind of doofy to me. He's dating another girl, but the show for me as a woman doesn't keep me intrigued. There's one straight guy who's dating one of the girls that's on there, and their makeup is not up there. Like, you could tell they still getting bootleg makeup done. Their makeup is very orange looking. The men
Really?
have makeup on,
Kandi?
it doesn't look good. The wigs don't look good. There's no fashion there. There's nothing to keep your eyes intrigued. To me,
Oh damn!
When you watch Atlanta Housewives, the fashions, even if they don't have the drama, you want to see the confessionals. You want to see, they go to what everyone's wearing. They're yeah. And again, you gotta understand. And I think for me, let me be wise of what I'm saying. But at my age now, I want to see women who's doing better than me on reality TV to some extent. I want to see the glamour. I want to see the glitz. I want to see the $1 million houses. These women that's in Kandi show, they're in their 20s or 30s. They're working as waiters, waitresses, and hostesses, making peanuts.
But I think in the beginning, though, if they're in their 20s, like,
yeah, I get it, but the show's more for them to make a come up.
Yeah,
like, you can see eventually they'll have more Instagram followers. Or they'll have, endorsements or advertising, stuff like that. So, I mean, I watched it because I had nothing else to watch, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I really want to watch it.
That's how I felt. I felt like I watched like one episode and I think I watched like half of it and I was not intrigued at all. It was
intriguing. And I think if anything, Kandi, some of parts of that show should have been put in Atlanta Housewives because Kandi to me doesn't really have a storyline.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I was trying to make. Like, I just don't understand why they keep giving her a show. And to me, she's just not that entertaining to me. Like, I don't think she should have the old granny or whatever it's called, old
lady gang.
Oh, okay.
She had that.
Lady gang. I don't understand why she even has that. Like, to me, that's not even a good concept. Like, who is watching that? Like, like you said, if you don't got nothing else to watch. But I just don't think, like, I can't see that doing well and coming back. But then it's like, it goes away, and then I just don't understand why is it coming back.
Kandi had 3 shows. She had a wedding spinoff, which was okay. She had another one with her family. I think they all went on a trip or something. And then now she has this. But again, an Atlanta housewife, Kandi's there to be like the media. She's like the Cynthia now.
No, and she had the Escape one, too. The Escape, that was kind of good because they had, like, drama in there.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
It was kind of good because it was like they was coming together, but they was having beef. They should bring that back.
SWV, or that was a different show?
No, it was her group, Kandi's group, Escape.
But again, her storyline to me is pretty boring. Like, when it's her time to show her life, it's kind of like, what is her storyline? Her business, all she does is talk about her businesses. Now there's a little bit more drama between her and Todd, but it's kind of like, is it really drama or TV?
It's lame. But who would you rather? Because they say, well, not they say, but she says that if Phaedra comes back, she's leaving. So they're not bringing Phaedra back.
Bring Faye back.
That's what I'm saying.
Why listen to her? Bring it. And that's she's single now. She's raising 2 black men. She got a storyline.
First of all, Bravo gave her many opportunities. They gave her her own show. This would be the time for Andy to be like, listen, Kandi, we're going to bring Phaedra back. I understand that you don't want her on the show, but we've given you many opportunities. We've given you little side shows, OG, all this other stuff. You good. So we're going to bring Phaedra back. You can sit this one out. Because you got old lady gang. I would let her have the old lady gang and then bring Phaedra back for this season. Like, why is she having all this? She's pulling rank. Like, she has so much.
She's making a lot of money already. Let's go. Phaedra
That's what I'm
needs some.
saying, but it just seems like she has so much pull with Bravo. Like, I don't understand it because she's not that entertaining to me. Like, listen, I give her props. She done made so much money. She's very talented. But I just think when it comes to a storyline on Bravo, she just does not have that. I don't know, just for me, but maybe I guess what I'm saying.
Entertaining. So one thing I do like Kandi. She is one of my favorites because if you come for her, she don't back down. She's not scared of nobody. That's one thing on the show. She stood up to Nene. Kenya don't want anything with Kandi. We'll talk about that after because of course Kenya's a hater. But anyway, but I like Kandi, but she's boring.
I like Kenya.
We'll talk about Kenya. But to me, she doesn't have a storyline. Phaedra has a storyline. And Phaedra don't even need a storyline because her presence alone and the things that she say, her shade and her comebacks, that's all we need.
Yes. I love one thing about Phaedra. I know Kandi goes toe-to-toe with Nene, but one thing about Phaedra, I think Kenya and Sheree, those are the top notches when it comes. And Marlo. I'm going to say Marlo too.
Yes. Kenny needs to bye-bye. She needs to go. And Drew's bringing it
too. Who? Kenya? Who?
No, Kandi needs to go.
Kenya needs to go? Kenya?
No, Kenya needs to stay.
Oh, Kandi, yes.
Kandi needs to go. But
Kandi and bring Phaedra.
Kenya. I don't like Kenya. Because the thing is,
I like her.
Let me say, I used to really look and admire Kenya. She was the first Miss USA, was it? Miss America, Miss USA. I don't remember.
I think it's USA. She don't play with that. She would.
Yeah, it's USA. Okay, so when I knew her like in King Magazine. It was always, oh my God, that pretty dark-skinned woman. Like I was like, to me, she was gorgeous. And I didn't really know her personality until she started being on the show. And I noticed as season after season, she's looking less unpretty to me because of her attitude. Kenya needs deep self-love. She needs counseling, and she has major issues. One, she's not a girl's girl. She is a very jealous, envious person. I think so. She pretends to be confident, but I think she lacks it. Okay. You know why I say it? Because I'm looking at the people she don't get along with. And the newbies that come in and the way she treats them, it doesn't make any sense. Like, for example, when Marlo was saying Kenya's jealous of her getting the peach, I believe it. Marlo is coming up. Marlo is not part of the group. Now, Kenya's threatened by it because she knows Marlo could bring it as much as she can. Her and Cynthia had a fallout.
Yeah, the way
they had a fallout. Why? In my head, I'm thinking, oh, you know what? Cynthia's married. She's happy. She's no longer depressed and single like Kenya was. I think Kenya's a hater. You remember that episode when she was going to get engaged, Cynthia was going to get engaged, and how Kenya...
Yes, I don't agree with that. I definitely think, no. Kenya's not perfect, but I don't believe that. I do think that some of the instances with her and Cynthia, I think Kenya was she was wrong in some of those instances. And like with the wine, when she was like, oh, tell me what wine.
Yeah, because Cynthia's coming up, getting a business. She looks like she reminds me of the type of girl, pretty thing, but she don't want anybody to be doing better than her. She likes to be around people, I think, that's doing less to her so she could feel better about herself.
No.
She's good with Kandi because she needs Kandi. Kandi is big in Atlanta. Kandi is business savvy. Kandi knows it all about running a business. I think this is why she's cool with Kandi, because she knows eventually she'll need Kandi's business, knowledge. But I feel like she's a hater. She was hating on Drew last season. Why? Drew was at the time, she didn't know was married to a good-looking man, which Kenya made note of that. She had a family. Why was she hating? Okay, the girl had a bad week. Okay, but she kept going at Drew. Why? Why was she going at Drew? Why was she hating on Porsha?
I do think Kenya was jealous because I think Drew, didn't she get close with it was somebody that she became Cynthia. I think she did. I think she did get a little jealous. So Kenya's not perfect, but I do believe in the Kenya and Cynthia situation. I don't know if you saw it on when they went on a girls trip. Did you see that one? Girls trip.
The other show that they had on Peacock?
Yeah. But then it came on Bravo after Peacock.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it. Wow.
Okay, well, they had a falling out from Girls Trip. So
yeah, but what happened? I never knew.
well, Cynthia was very like, I think Cynthia was unreasonable. Like during that trip, a lot of the girls started to take to Kenya. They started to like Kenya. And I just feel like Cynthia started getting jealous. To me, I just feel like she was being territorial with Kenya because Teresa likes Kenya, Melissa liked Kenya. All of them gravitated toward Kenya. And I feel like Cynthia started getting jealous, and she was like, "Oh, you're not spending time with me. You acting different toward me." And she was just being too like clingy. I didn't like that part. Like, let's all have fun. We all here. Like, yeah, me and you are besties, but we can still have other friends outside of our connection. Huh?
I didn't see that show, but I just feel like this. To me, I feel like Kenya is not a. She can't be friends with females. There's certain people that just can't be friends.
No, I think no, I don't agree with that.
She's a good friend.
Yeah, I just think when somebody brings it, because when someone brings it to her, let me just say, Kenya's an Aquarius, Marlo's an Aquarius, and guess who's an Aquarius?
Maybe that's great. Like I don't.
I'm an Aquarius. So
who is she friends with? Like who is she getting along with? Who?
Kenya's getting along with Kandi.
But why do you think she's getting along with Kandi? Because she needs Kandi.
No, I believe that when Kenya went on a girls trip, all of them loved her. They talk about it now. She gifted Teresa a trip. Teresa loves her. Melissa loved her. They all got along like great. Well, I just feel like a lot of people, I do think that Kenya can be like, when you come at her, but that's the part I was saying with Drew. Like, if you come at me, I don't care if it's business or whatever, nothing's off limits. So I just think it's a lot of that going on. Like, people come at Kenya, and Kenya's gonna bring that energy. She's gonna bring it even more so. It's like, if you want to, when as Michelle Obama said, when you go low, you're supposed to go high. I believe like, huh?
I go low, right?
That's what I'm saying. Go lower. I'm going lower. So that's what I feel Kenya on. It's like, you coming at me. What? I'm sorry. If your husband is gay, it's coming out.
But my whole thing is, what is the issue she had? I mean, this season they get along, but what was the issue with her and Drew last season? All she did was talk about the woman's wig, and then they didn't get along. Like, I still don't understand what was the issue. Why did she like Porsha? Like, what was the issue with Porsha? Why didn't she like Porsha?
That's true.
Like Porsha. So it was like things like that. I mean, from what I see on the episode, her and Nene didn't go at it because it was such a territorial thing, like who's the queen bee, and Nene's a hater herself. But
Nene's definitely.
I just feel like Kenya and Porsha didn't get along from the first time they met. Kenya in the beginning didn't like Porsha because she felt Porsha was not as educated as she should be, considering her father was a civil rights advocate. So it was part of the civil rights.
Yeah.
And the whole Underground Railroad thing. So that kind of turned her off of Porsha. But as every season, she had issues with this woman. I kept telling myself, what is the problem? Now, think when she and Porsha got along. When her and Porsha started getting along? When Porsha found out her husband was cheating, her fiance was cheating on her, when Porsha was living the single life as a single mom. All of a sudden, her and Kenya was bonding.
No, I'm gonna say no. I think what it was when Porsha was in like her marriage and stuff. Like, there was so much going on in that, and then she was like, "Oh, I can't do that." Like, she was just acting. I don't know. And me being, I've been a single woman. If you can't go out and you like, "Oh, I can't. My husband, I can't go out the car. My husband went like this," because I can't relate to that. And I think Kenya's along, like, it's that Aquarius thing. Like, it's like, what? Like, you can't go out, your husband went like this, so we out on a girls' night and you can't do this or you can't do that because your husband might not like it?
Weird. But they already passed that. I'm saying after that, there were still issues. Kenya, again, the season before, which I guess was maybe 2 seasons, her and Porsha got along because they even were like going on play dates with their daughters and stuff like that. But at the time when they were getting along was when Porsha was going through problems with her baby father. All of a sudden, here comes Kenya, all of a sudden being friends with Porsha. Now, when Porsha's doing better in life, you hate the woman again. Like, really?
She ain't doing with Simon.
I mean, that. I mean,
Yeah,
people
I
doing
don't know,
this.
because that's the time. I think this is the time where Kenya could pounce and be like, "Wait, that's disgusting."
Now,
Like, is that really love? That's the time. See, that's why I believe in Kenya, and I feel like she does have some character, because this is the time, huh?
She's great for TV.
Yeah, and this is the time where she could go in on Porsha. I think that's why Porsha don't want to be on the show.
Yeah, she don't want to be on the show because they'll tear her apart.
What?
She had her own show.
And Kenya, this is the time where Kenya could really go in on her, and she hasn't. So that's what I'm saying. I just don't believe that Kenya's like really vicious like that.
She don't have the opportunity, but because remember when Porsha came out with her being with Simon, Kenya did make a post about that. But the fact is, she's not gonna go on Instagram and just talk about Porsha unless she's on the interview and they ask her a question, which I think they probably did already. She probably made a negative comment. But if Porsha was on that show, she would have tore her a new asshole. So I think
I want to. I'm sorry if we got beef. Oh my God!
But again, what was the beef? What was she beefing about? And this whole thing with Porsha now being with this old Simon guy, that don't look good to me. Like, I'm like,
I thought she was gonna agree with that.
Huh?
I thought she was gonna agree with that.
No, I don't agree with it at all. First of all, it's the whole thing with Fallon's husband, whatever. Okay, now she's saying they weren't really friends. I get it, but the girl was on the show. They showed you the episode where, first of all, okay, let's backtrack. I don't know if you saw the episode. This is me. Let's backtrack. When Simon met Porsha. Porsha went to Fallon's house. It was Porsha, the other chick that used to be on the show. I don't remember her name. That they mentioned had slept with the stripper with Porsha. But it was her. I forgot her name. Well, she's not on the show anymore. It was
She
Porsha.
was a friend?
She was
That's
Canadian.
a shame. These friends.
Yeah, but she was on the show for a little bit. I forgot her name. But it was Porsha, that girl that left, that's no longer on the show. And I think her name is Tanya or something like that. I think that was her name. And then Porsha's sister went to Fallon's house for the date. Remember that episode?
No, take a big one for like.
Porsha
went. Oh wait, that's what he slept with the stripper. You talking about with Tanya?
No. I'm talking about her. It was Porsha, Tanya, and Porsha's sister who went to Fallon's house. That's Simon's ex-wife.
No, okay. Tanya wasn't in the show during that time.
Yes, they all went to the pool. Remember that? Okay, well, let's just say Porsha, that was the first time, I guess, being around with Simon. My whole thing is, you as a woman, and this is just me, you're going to a friend's house, which most likely husband's there too. Did you see what Porsha had on? I know.
But wait, it was a pool party, right?
Why was she the only one with her butt cheeks hanging out like that? Then they had
you're right about that. I wouldn't do that either around nobody's man.
Simon standing there just looking. They had that, they played it back because when they found out they were dating, you saw him like just standing there looking. But my whole thing is her dating that guy is just like, how? I mean, Porsha was on an interview on Watch What Happened Live, and they asked how they met. This is what she said. She found out him and Fallon were getting a divorce, and she DM'd Simon saying, "Oh, how you doing? How I heard about you."
No, but that could be like a way of saying, like, I hope you good. Like, I hope everything.
Why would you do that?
I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't do that either. But if we all on the show or whatever.
Why would you reach out to him and not her? Why are you reaching out to her husband?
I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm saying that she could be checking on him, like, are you good? Like, I wish you the best in life or whatever. And maybe she reached out to Fallon too. I didn't speak to Fallon. Did she reach out to Fallon? Maybe she texted both of them as castmates. Like, are you good? I hope you okay. Okay, Simon, are you good? I hope you okay.
Well, from what I heard, Fallon was cheating on him anyway.
But she messed up with that because she got pregnant.
Why she reached out, but again, the show showed it like she was friends with Fallon, not him. So she reached out. She's with this man. I'm just waiting for the breakup. And then I'm like, is this really true. But then if you look at Instagram, they partying, they're together, they're kissing, they're doing all this stuff. She's sleeping with that man. And she had a show with him and her baby daddy and him on there.
Yeah, that was a mess. That was a mess. But I do believe that I think he's really into her because of her looks, and she's like way younger. You know how men are. Like they just want a younger woman, shapely and everything. But I don't know what her intentions are. I think the majority of the housewives on all the franchises, Beverly Hills, all of them, they all seem to deal with men that got money. Like I just think that's like the common trend. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I just think
she be dealing with.
Huh?
They need to be dealing with men with money. You
Yeah,
gotta think, because why wouldn't they?
That's true, but then it's like you don't have nothing of your own. Like, is that your set? Like, I have to be attracted to a man. I wish that I could have that ability. You don't think you need to be attracted to a man?
No, I said Simon is not good looking.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, it's like it's degrading. Like you with somebody. I wish that I could find a man with both. Somebody I'm attracted to that's appealing and has money. But am I gonna forego like the attraction and do all of that and just deal with a man because he has money? And I'm gonna just let go.
Where you're in life. The thing is, Porsha has her own money, right? She don't have as much money as Simon has. She has her own money. She has a baby with the hot dog man. So she's good. So the fact that you're dating this guy that's not, to me, this is my opinion, other people might think he's attractive. That's not attractive because he has millions of dollars and he's providing you a lifestyle that might be a little bit beyond what you have. It's not that much more.
So you think she genuinely loves him?
I don't know what's on that woman. I don't know what he did. I mean, maybe it's the same.
I think it's the money. To me, it's the money.
No, it has to be the money. The lavish.
Oh, I think that's what you were saying. Like you saying because like I thought you were saying like she has her own money and
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why be with him? Like that? Why?
But I think it's the same thing with us. Like we have money, but it's always going to be better. Like I don't got like Hilton money. I'm not an heiress. So it's like more money is always going to be better money. Like it's always going to be more. Because so it's like I think that's how she's thinking of it. Like if I deal with somebody that's a billionaire, yeah, I got my own house, I got everything. But that is true. I would love to have like a legacy to leave money behind, help my mom, help the whole family, and that's what I think she's doing.
You're right, and you got to think because Porsha didn't really have that much businesses going on. She was on the reality show. Yeah, she had little things here and there. She probably got paid for promoting things online. She has a book. But she doesn't have she had that naked hair that's not, I don't think doing that. Oh,
damn, but because I don't hear about naked hair.
Yeah, so she really doesn't have anything that's brings steady income to where it's a whole lot of money. She just really has that housewives.
Yeah.
So dating Simon, but again, for me, I would have to be physically attracted to this person. Like
exactly.
For us to have sex and for us to be together all the time, seeing you and everything else. There has to be some physical attraction, but there are for some women, the money's attracting enough. Like that's what attracts them. Like he doesn't have to be good looking. I mean, her baby's father wasn't the best looking either. I mean, he wasn't bad looking, but
he wasn't. But I could deal with him one time because his personality. I don't know. Did you watch the show with
Yeah, he's a little bit more cool and stuff.
I like his personality.
Yeah, I would prefer him than over this one, but. Maybe she's looking for a father figure. Maybe Simon put it down. I don't know what it is, but it just looks like
the money. And that is absolutely the money.
It has to be the money and what he's able to give her. Like she wants to visit Africa. She's in private jets. She's doing a lot of stuff that she probably wouldn't be. She probably would be able to do for money, but don't want to do it for money.
I think so too. I don't think she has the money like how he got.
Oh no, definitely not.
I'm not that type of woman. I can never overlook, and I know that, like you said, there's a lot of women that overlook the looks and they go for the money. I'm just not one of them. But I think she possibly can't. She's possibly that woman that will overlook looks.
And some women are not all into looks. She could be one of those like he's a great guy. He's good with my daughter. He has money.
Yeah, but all of that comes. I think the first thing is the money, and then everything else falls into place. Like it's almost like Oh, okay. I think the money comes first. Okay, he's coming and he's like this like
Lavishing her.
shining armor with the money bags. And of course, after you see all that money, then you're gonna see how great. But if he was a great guy with no money, she's not dealing with that.
And he probably the first guy she dated with that had all that money. Like the first date could have been something very lavish, and that kind of was like, oh my God, I had to keep this man. I've never experienced this type of lifestyle. Like her baby's father wasn't treating her like this. The other boyfriends she had were like wealthy men. So of course, with all the lavish gifts, and he brought her like a car for Mother's Day and did all the stuff. That's impressive enough to be like, look, let me get as much as I can out of this man. Let me stick around. Let me get married, and hopefully you don't give me a prenup. I don't sign a prenup, but let me get locked up and pregnant.
Because I think with the baby's father, but I forgot his name, but
Dennis?
It doesn't matter. Dennis? Yeah, Dennis. I think with Dennis was not. I think he had a prenup. I think he had a ironclad like prenup. I don't think
they never got married.
Yeah, they never did. Got married. That's true. I forgot about that part.
There was a prenup situation going on. They were engaged, and do you remember the mother?
No, but I think he's the type that wasn't like loose with his money. Like I don't think he was lavishing her with gifts like Simon.
And he didn't have the money probably to lavish her like Simon.
I think he does.
As much as Simon? You think she has
maybe much not as much, but I think he had it where he could have lavished her with gifts. But I don't think he just struck me as that type of guy that was not like extending himself as much as far as his money can reach. I feel like with Simon, he's gonna shower her with gifts and lavish like all these.
He knows that's what she wants.
Yeah, I just
Simon think he's not the best looking man, but he knows
that's true too.
To get the best looking women.
But he got money. The same thing with Dennis, though. I feel like they're on the same level. Dennis ain't that great looking, but I think the money affords them the great looking women. But I just feel like with Dennis, he knows he's not giving up as much as Simon. I don't know what it is about, but maybe because Simon's older. I don't know. That's true. Like maybe
Simon's definitely older. Less attractive.
Simon got to come out more than Dennis as far as when you're trying to reel them in. He has to give more than Dennis.
Yeah, and Dennis also has a personality.
True.
So I think that also caught, maybe could have intrigued Porsha a little. He has a little bit more swag.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would have done it for me.
So I think that's why he does. And then again, with Dennis, the women he's dating, he probably could take them anywhere. And they're just like, oh, okay. You got to see the type of people he's probably dating. And there may be women that it could be a regular date. But for them, it's like, oh my God, he took me to this expensive restaurant. But again, Porsha met him. He had his own restaurant. He has a franchise of restaurant, whatever it was that she fell in love with him quickly.
Yeah.
They got pregnant. They were engaged. They never got married. He cheated on her while she was pregnant, and it just went left. But she's with Simon now. It's just kind of waiting to see how long this relationship is going to last, and if she's going to get pregnant by him, and if they're going to get married.
I know it's been a long time. They should have been married already, right?
I mean, she's holding off, so she must have some doubts. Because why, if you're with this guy for money, why not hurry up and get married to him?
And they got engaged like 2 months after meeting or whatever. Like,
I really thought it was for a storyline for Housewives. Then I found out she's not on Housewives.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, maybe it was for her own show. But then she had a show of Dennis. But I just hope Porsha's smart and not thinking, oh, I got this man. He's in love with me. Let me cut out all my ties of what was making me money. Like, did she make the decision of not being Housewives? Because she actually has a storyline. So why is she not on Housewives? It was more like, oh, I'm moving to.
No, but I think she got pissed though the way she was edited. From what I heard, because she got pissed during the season of her show. Phaedra's Family Values or whatever.
Her show, she got pissed.
Yeah, like during she wasn't promoting it, like she stopped promoting it during that show. She took off everything that was connected to Housewives. She took it off on Instagram and everything.
So that's why she didn't do Housewives, because of what happened on that show?
That's what it seemed like, because she took everything off and then she wasn't promoting it. Dennis was the only one talking about the show. Like she stopped talking about it.
Something like that because of the big brawl at the last
The brawl, and then she just looked a hot mess throughout that whole, like throughout. She just seemed like jealous. She seemed like she was still hung up on Dennis.
Which
throughout
I don't
that whole
assignments
season.
for the show, but that should have made him question her loyalty to him. Yeah, she was jealous when he brought somebody else. Yeah, it wasn't a good look on her.
So with her side, she was saying they edited her wrong, like the way they edited. Because you can't edit stuff to make people seem like messed up.
Mm-hmm. And so she didn't want them to edit she didn't want them to air the fight.
Yeah.
She didn't want them to air the fight.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then after that, I don't know what the negotiation was with Housewives, but it was like she kind of fell back off that. And then I think a part of it was like, huh?
I think that was a bad decision on her part.
But I think she's still left it open where she didn't close the door, where I think she's still gonna, like, she might have left off of this season. She might not be on, but I think the next season she's gonna be on.
Yeah, she needs to come back on. She needs a check.
And with her situation with Simon, that is golden. Like the situation with Simon, like that should have been on, like you said, I think that should have been on Atlanta Housewives. And then the girls, especially Kenya, she's gonna go in on that. Like if they have
Simon interacts with the other women because they always have events. And I was waiting for that one. Like when I heard that, I was like, oh, this season's coming. The next season's gonna be good. I can't wait to it. And then she got on there. I'm like, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. That would have been perfect. And what do you think about Drew? You think she can stay? Like you think that her storyline?
Her storyline, I'm still not sure how I feel about Drew. She looks like the kind of person I could go out and have a great time with. Like she looks like that friend. I'm like, girl, let's go to the club and twerk. She looks like she'll be fun to hang out with. Mm-hmm. But her storyline becomes very frustrating to me because when I watch it, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. It's one of those things you watch, like, how dumb can you be in this man?
Did you see the part where Ralph was like, when she saw the receipt or whatever she was looking at, a credit card bill or whatever?
Something about he went out and it was a receipt with 2 people.
And then the way he said it, like, wait, that was me and homeboy. We went out for drinks. And then she was like, 2 drinks? And he was like, yeah, like, I don't.
With Drew, she has a very low self-esteem. She does. There's no way you could have a self-esteem that is high, confident, and have self-love for yourself to be with a man who's disrespecting you royally, nationally. Not only is he disrespecting you off camera, because if he's doing it on camera, you know he's doing it off camera. Mm-hmm. He makes her cry almost every episode. Oh my God, the last episode, I was watching my screen like, I was like, Lord, you saw when she had, I felt like I almost wanted to cry because there was the scene when he did this big surprise and she looked beautiful and they had dinner and he was handsome and he was dressed and she wanted to express her feelings. And he kind of like shut her down and was like, oh, you got to do this right now. She's like, oh, I can't express my feelings to you. Mm-hmm. Started crying and he was like, well, I shouldn't have done anything for you. And she was just trying to express her feelings. I don't think she was trying to start any drama, but she, from what I'm seeing on the show, she holds back a lot of what she really wants to say to her husband because she doesn't want an argument to start. And he's playing mental mind games with this.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's him just engulfing the whole situation. Like, to me, it just seems like he's a master manipulator and she's falling for it. Like, to me, if somebody was to do that to me, I would know what's going on. Like, I don't think she realizes, like, he is manipulating her. Like, he actually, like, he doesn't even try to work it out. He just dismisses her. Yep. And then makes it seem like it's her fault. She ends up crying. It's forgotten about for that time being. Like, and then the things that he says to her, it's such manipulation. So I don't know if it's like insecurity, but I really believe that these master manipulators are able to master manipulate people like her. She's like an easy target.
And the thing is, overall, when a man cheats on you, and you decide to take him back once, twice, or whatever time, he's not gonna respect you or even think twice about cheating on you again. First of all, if that was me, not even husband, my boyfriend, if he went away for a couple of days, I couldn't reach him. I don't know where he was. When you came back, the locks would change. I'm gone and deuces. I would be out, divorce papers ready
and
to
then
go.
you even got a reason why. And then till this day, like, you need to tell me there was a death in your family. Your mama got to live in Florida. Maybe I was at work and you had to get up and go, but you don't even have an excuse till this day.
And I think she was calling him and he wasn't picking up. You would have came back with divorce papers, full custody, child support. It would have been on about.
And then he just says like, "Oh, I just needed some time away." Like, that's what his excuse.
Okay, well, you're not coming back in this house. So you accepted that. And on national TV, this man played you and basically never told you, and basically told you in your face, it's none of your business to find out where I was. And here's Drew going to counseling and never found out where the hell the man was.
Nope.
He played you, and he's one of those guys that's good looking, has a nice body. He uses that to.
That still ain't gonna do it. Yeah, but that's still, I don't understand how women fall for that though. You could be good looking, but you still gotta treat me good, and you can't cheat on me and don't do all that stuff. We did 2 hours on Atlanta Housewives. I appreciate your time, and we gotta do this again, girl.
Yes, girl. All right.